Jeremy Sockman here with another look at a classic movie from a long time ago. One so old that pretty much everyone involved in its making is dead. Or if not, they soon will be. It's The Adventures of Robin Hood from 1938, and this is one colorful production in more ways than one. It's not just a story of men in tights wielding pointy swords, it's also the story of a man coming to terms with his true sexuality. So let's take a look. Errol Flynn plays Robin of Locksley, laughing lad living his best life. He's hanging out in the woods playing the lute, frolicking, mincing, prancing, and having a good time in the sunshine. With his number one life partner, Will Scarlet, they saved the life of Much the Miller's son from a bunch of no-good Normans. Robin doesn't like the way those Frenchies are treating the peasants, so he goes down to the big shindig at Prince John's place and boldly takes a bite of a man's mutton while telling it like it is.
You know, we Saxons aren't going to put up with these oppressions much longer.
They don't take too kindly to that and try to kill him, but he's an expert prancer and gets away. So now he's an outlaw, taking an oath to make sure that King Richard can come home to a throne and to disrupt those dastardly Normans' plot to usurp the kingdom. He recruits some men, robs from the rich and gives to the poor, but it's only when he captures Sir Guy of Gisborne, the Sheriff of Nottingham, and the sassy maid Marian that he is forced to question his whole lifestyle.
What's the matter? Have you no stomach for honest meat?
She doesn't think so highly of him at first, but he shows her just how crooked her pals are, and she comes around to his way of thinking, and starts to realize he's one hunk of man in those green tights. So the sheriff figures out a way to capture Robin and his men with a fake archery tournament. The prize is a golden arrow to be presented by Marian herself, something just too rich to pass up, even for a known bachelor like Robin.
I love a man that can best me.
But he wins anyway and gets himself captured. Of course he escapes, but now Prince John has heard the news that the rightful King Richard's on his way back home. If he's going to make his play, he needs to kill the guy now. Marian gets wise and sends word to Robin, but she's discovered and sentenced to die. Robin meets some monks in the woods, and, spoiler alert, it turns out it's the king himself.
Would you honor us by sharing meat with us? Gladly.
They all decide to team up to take down John and save the girl and the realm. And of course they do. It's all one big sword fight and innuendo-filled banter back and forth before the day is saved, and Robin is ordered to marry the girl by Richard himself. Maybe not his first choice, but an order's an order. Now this was a movie with more than meets the eye. See, in 1938, you just couldn't show anything too risque. You had to use code. And man, oh man, is this movie full of code. Everything's a symbol that you're meant to read between the lines of to get the real meaning.
When this is over, my friend, there'll be no need for me to come again.
Robin lives with only men in the woods. They all wear tights and laugh and smile and dance together. That should tell you all you need to know about what he's into, but there's more.
Ben! You must learn obedience.
Take the friar tuck scene. This whole thing is one big Freudian field day. Robin takes his mutton. He wants a taste of that sweet meat. That's quite the euphemism, people. When is a mutton chop not a mutton chop? Look at the way he's biting into that thing, getting the juice all over his face. Hot! But the real kicker is the stick fight. You don't think this is code for something else? They're both grasping their long, hard, wooden sticks, whacking at each other until someone falls over and gets wet. Yikes! If that isn't the face of a man post-orgasm, I don't know what is. And how about those names? Little John? Will Scarlet? Friar Tuck? God, get out your urban dictionary, people.
By the look of him, his quarterstaff does his reasoning for him.
So there's not a woman in sight anywhere. These guys are all part of a secret club, the Club of Men.
I've never tickled a woman's fancy before.
Not that there's anything wrong with this, of course, but back in these times you couldn't be out and proud, so the filmmakers had to leave us clues. And look at the clues! Tights, cod pieces, those bedroom eyes to give each other. Man, oh man! This movie could be its own members-only bar downtown.
And this saucy fellow...
Sure, the story ends with Robin taking Marian as his wife, but you get the feeling that she's going to be his beard at best. He's a loyal subject, and does what he's told, but I bet his heart's not in it, or her.
Or are you afraid of the truth? Or of me, perhaps?
So in the end, The Adventures of Robin Hood was quite a movie. People are always going on about having better representation for LGBTQ people nowadays, and you know what? Here's an example of a movie staring you right in the face and saying, I'm out and I'm proud. So pop in the DVD today for a look at life back in Merrie Old England, if you catch my meaning. I'm Jeremy Stockman, and I'm giving Errol Flynn's gay epic, The Adventures of Robin Hood, my seal of approval.
I'm tired. What? After a nice, refreshing sleep in the greenwood,
I pulled 7 acorns out of my ribs.
lovely fresh air,
My teeth ache with chattering.
nightingales singing,
An owl hooting in my ear all night.
hooting. He was singing it asleep.